Did you hear about Polybius, the arcade game that came out in the 1980s that never actually really existed? What about the Lavender Town Syndrome, the song that drove children to suicide? There's thousands of video game legends and lore that you might have never even heard of. Today we will be talking about the top 5 most unsettling gaming legends. Starting with Polybius. Polybius is said to have emerged in the early 1980s in selected arcades across Portland, Oregon. Players reported strange side effects after playing the game, including nausea, headaches, and even amnesia. Some even claimed to have experienced vivid nightmares and hallucinations. Someone even said, "I remember playing Polybius when I was a kid. It wasn't like any other game I'd ever seen. The graphics were intense and it felt like it was messing with my mind." But here's where things get really interesting. Despite countless reports and urban legends, there's no concrete evidence that the game ever actually existed. No arcade cabinets have ever been found, and no credible witnesses have come forward to confirm its existence. Some believe that Polybius was a government experience in mind control or behavior modification. Others think it was an elaborate marketing stunt gone wrong. And then there are those who think it was a simple hoax designed to capitalize on the burgeoning arcade scene of the 1980s. So what's really the truth? Well, the reality is that we might never know for sure. Polybius has become a legend in its own right and a cautionary tale about the power of video games and the dangers of urban myths. But whether it's fact or fiction, one thing's for certain, Polybius will continue to haunt the minds of gamers for years to come. This legend claims that the original music in Lavender Town had hidden frequencies that caused depression, headaches, and even suicide in children. Lavender Town is a gloomy spot in the Pokemon universe, known for its creepy music. But rumor has it that this tune had a much scarier effect back when Pokemon Red and Green hit Japan in the 90s. Players recall getting chills from the music and feeling like something was watching them. Players even said listening to Lavender Town music too long could mess you up. Headaches, feeling sick, even worse stuff. But is there any truth to these tales? While the Lavender Town music is definitely eerie, there's no solid proof of Lavender Town syndrome. Some say it's just our mind playing tricks on us, getting spooked by the game's atmosphere. Psychologists think that the scary vibes of Lavender Town mixed with the excitement of playing Pokemon might have caused something called mass psychogenic illness. That's when lots of people start feeling weird because they're all freaked out together. So perhaps Lavender Town syndrome is just a frightening tale after all. But I must confess something. The song's been playing in the background this whole time. Did you notice any changes in how you feel? Any unease creeping in as the melody lingered? The story of Ben Drowned begins with a haunted game cartridge discovered by a college student named Alex. Inside, he found a copy of Majora's Mask with strange occurrences and unsettling messages left by a previous owner named Ben. The student finds that despite his efforts to reset or delete the game data, certain elements persist. He uncovers cryptic messages and images left behind by a previous player named Ben. These messages are directed at him and contain warnings and ominous hints about the game's true nature. Ben even takes control of the games at times. Most have heard about Ben Drowned on the internet and claim that the story seemed too terrifying to be true, but there was something about it that sent chills down their spines. But is the Ben Drowned legend just a hoax or something far more sinister? Many believe it's just a creepypasta, a fictional horror story created to spook gamers. Yet others claim there's more to it, that the cursed cartridge holds a malevolent force beyond our understanding. Psychologists suggest that the Ben Drowned story taps into our primal fears of the unknown and the uncanny. The idea of a haunted video game speaks to our modern anxieties about technology and the consequences of meddling with forces beyond our control. The legend of Herobrine originated from forum posts and YouTube videos where players claim to have encountered a strange figure resembling the default player character but with glowing white eyes. But is Herobrine real or merely a figment of our collective imagination? While some argue that Herobrine is just a myth perpetuated by the Minecraft community, others believe there's more to the story. Conspiracy theories abound, with some claiming that Herobrine is a malevolent entity coded into the game by its creators, while others suggest that Herobrine is the spirit of a deceased developer haunting the game's code. Wherever the truth may be, the legend of Herobrine continues to intrigue and unsettle players of Minecraft to this day. Sad Satan is a horror video game that was allegedly created by a dark web user operating under the pseudonym ZK. It first gained notoriety in 2015 when a YouTube channel uploaded footage of a gameplay from an anonymous source. The game's disturbing imagery and unsettling audio left viewers horrified but also intrigued. Some said they stumbled upon the Sad Satan videos and just couldn't look away. It was like watching a nightmare unfold before their eyes. The game's eerie atmosphere and cryptic messages left players feeling unsettled for days. They couldn't shake the feeling that there was something sinister lurking within Sad Satan. But what is the truth behind Sad Satan? Some believe it to be a product of the darkest corners of the internet, created by individuals with a twisted sense of humor, or a desire to shock and disturb. Others speculate that Sad Satan may be more than just a game, suggesting that it could be a tool for psychological manipulation or even a means of spreading malware and viruses. Regardless of its origins, one thing is for certain: Sad Satan has left an undeniable mark on those who have dared to play it.